Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Mukunda here. Today we'll be talking about Bombay Shaving Company and the perfume is Cairo EDP. So in my channel I've already talked about uh, Tokyo, which is another perfume from Bombay Shaving Company, and it is belonging to the same range. If you've seen that review, I mostly talk about the fact that the perfume is overall rubbish and you don't need to buy any of the products from Bombay Shaving Company. While again, talking about Cairo in particular, this is somewhat, I would say, slightly better than all other fragrances that belong uh, to Bombay Shaving Company within this range. So there is Mexico, then there is Tokyo, then there is Cairo. I guess there is another one, probably Miami. Maybe one or two here and there as well. But Cairo, I believe, is somewhat at least better than the other ranges. I guess this is primarily because this is a slightly more intense fragrance, and you can if compared to others, you get, I would say, much more longevity from this particular fragrance as compared to my experience with Tokyo or Mexico. But again, there are a lot of shortcomings. Again, it is not long lasting, a bit more than the others, but overall not that much. And one major drawback is, if you look at the smell of this particular fragrance, then it is not suited for all kind of weather conditions. Again, you have to be slightly choosy. uh, it is more towards a fragrance that can be used during the winters. It isn't really meant for summers. I mean, once you try it, you'll realize what kind of point I'm making, because it has more of a woody and musky sort of smell, and it is certainly heavy. So, in that regards, it has to be worn during the winter season. But again, I mean, it's such a cheap fragrance that does it really matter when do you plan to wear it? I mean, it's all nothing but just preferences, right? Doesn't really matter. One of the key things that I've realized while using this perfume, and I haven't really used it a lot of times, there is a lot of quantity still left in this. And in fact, I bought all of these perfumes together. Had I just bought one, I would have not bought another one from this company. But now that I have all of them, so I'm just sharing my review. So one key thing is that you have to go really, you have to up the quantity of this particular perfume when you're applying. This applies to all the fragrances from Bombay Shaving Company. I mean, if you're thinking that applying just 5 to 7 sprays will be enough, then definitely not. I mean, if you have to go all in. I would recommend that, why not? You can apply maybe, probably on an average 15. Then you will see some sort of, fragrance that kind of lingers on for a certain amount of period. And this applies to all such cheap perfumes, to be honest. Uh, these are cheap perfumes. I mean, the MRP listed on Bombay Shaving Company is 795. I doubt anybody is going to buy for that particular price. I bought it for a discount, a massive discount. It was more than 50%. So I bought it for around 300, or somewhere around that range. I guess from that perspective, if you're paying 300 rupees, then okay, no harm in trying this particular fragrance. But overall, there are still, I would say, much better fragrances in that kind of budget as compared to this. Um, but yeah, again, just coming back to the fragrance. So it has lavender, a bit of cardamom, and it has that musky sort of feeling. And if you do apply a lot of quantity in one go, then, and if you're then going to office, sitting in an AC environment, then there is a significant chances that it can really last for 3 to 4 hours, maybe even 5 hours, depending on how the weather is, how much you're sweating. But like I said, you have to go really heavy. I Talking about myself, I think I applied 20 sprays of this, on my clothes, and I didn't apply much on my skin, to be honest, because from there it kind of just simply vanishes. So overall, yeah, somewhat better than the rest, but still a lot is wanting from this perfume. And in my opinion, Bombay Shaving Company should really focus on their products rather than focusing on their marketing and promotions that they do on social media or YouTube and all that. So they should really focus on the product. I mean, this company thinks that it is in a sense competing with Gillette. Yeah, come on. I mean, I remember seeing a post, uh, maybe on Twitter or on YouTube or where that post was about the fact that the Google searches for Bombay Shaving Company has increased, and it is now more than Gillette. Yeah, just searching doesn't really mean anything. Bottom line is, maybe is it translating into sales? Maybe it is, I don't know. But there is no comparison between Gillette and Bombay Shaving Company. In particular, I'm specifically talking about the razor products. Yes, I'm talking about the perfume in this review. I don't want to deviate from the topic, but there is no comparison whatsoever between Gillette, the superior quality, and Bombay Shaving Company. So my suggestion is that people at Bombay Shaving Company should really work towards providing more value to their customers in terms of these fragrances and all that. They've built a brand. They can certainly improve the quality of the product. So that is something the onus lies with them. And I mean, uh, to put it very simply, I mean, in this particular range, something like Wildstone, something like Denver, they are far better perfumes than Bombay Shaving Company. I guess Bombay Shaving Company definitely has the potential to reach there. Smart set of people actually run that particular organization. I'm a big fan of the founder. I do watch his YouTube channel, but overall, I expect more from him. Just watching his YouTube channels, I had a lot of faith in his products, so I decided to buy them without going much into samples or anything. But overall, the entire experience has been, you know, a bit left disappointing. But regardless, coming back to this perfume, I completely leave it up to you guys. If you want to buy it. I mean, if during a discount period you're able to buy it for 300, 350 rupees, it's nothing. I mean, give it a try. If it works out for you, great. If it doesn't, then okay, leave it. End of the day, perfumes are very subjective. It's not necessarily that just because I don't like it, uh, it means that it's a bad fragrance. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you'll love it. So that is my feedback for Cairo perfume. Have a good day, and please do subscribe to the channel. And I'm really looking forward to put a lot more content in my channel, not just related to perfumes but a lot of things in general. Thank you. Goodbye.